What's going on, guys? Welcome back. This is going to be a game analysis. This one comes in from CivicHB. This was a Team 3 game that they were communicating on Skype. And we're going to go over what they did wrong and what they did right. Generally, what they did wrong. I'm not going to go too much. This was a Silver 3 game, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the notes. But I think it was Silver 3. And I left some keyframes here to talk about what they did right and what they did wrong. So first I'm going to just talk about Civic, how he played, what he did. So from what I was watching, it was very panicky. There's a lot of just like he could have took time and hit the ball and like just dribbled it up for a clear instead of just like smashing the ball back in. So we'll see on this first keyframe coming up. I'll just skip to it. Right here. Alright, two people miss. No one around him at all. Like, from what he can see, absolutely no one there. Clear space for days. He could easily dribble this ball up or bring it along the wall and then go for clear there. Or just, take it slow. Instead, that's what he does. He just hits it. That's all he did. He just hit the ball. He even side flipped to the right. I guess he was trying to bring it up the wall or hit. But he could have easily just dribbled that ball out. He had plenty of time. No one around him at all. Instead, he hit it. He side flipped to the right so he couldn't catch up to the ball afterwards. And just hit it right to the other team. Right here, so then JT gets a nice clear back in. And the ball is just caught in their zone. Instead, he could have just dribbled it out. Or tried to make it go high or anything like that. Instead, go back to it. Jumps. The ball doesn't come in all the way. I don't know. But jumps and doesn't get any height on the ball. Makes it hit the wall just on the side here. Makes it a very easy shot for JT. Surprisingly, he didn't shoot this, actually. Kind of just threw it to the side. But that was a very dangerous play. And that's one of many where he could have took his time, dribbled it out, or at least hit it softer so he could follow right behind the ball and then at least have a 50-50 right. So let's go to the next one. This is the same situation, I think. Let me back this up a little bit. Alright, so he makes the save here. So he knows one guy's behind him. He was just going for the goal. So I can understand maybe a little pressure there. JTT, from his player view, I'm just looking at his player view. You can tell he's at mid-court. He's not going to get there for a little while, and they have a goalie back there. So here, yeah, so now you can see JTT is actually on his side of the field by a lot. He still has a guy behind him. Let me see if I can back this up. But yeah, he's in his net, and I think he should have assumed he was in the net. I could be wrong with that. So he's got plenty of time here. Here, he could have easily just tapped this ball and dribbled it up the right. Or he could have just waited for it to bounce and actually taken a shot. So if you go back a little bit here. Let's see Thatcher. Yeah, he flips. Yeah, he flips. So he's in his net. Right here, I'm going to go to my camera. Got plenty of time. Look at all the space. Tons of space. It's only him. Instead, he comes at this ball to the left. He could have very easily waited back here, waited till the ball bounced right here, and then taken the shot. Just lobbed it in the air into their end. Instead, he doesn't wait for the ball to bounce, so it's very hard to make it go in the air, and he just hits it again. And with him just hitting it with the flip too, he's on the wall while the ball is off the wall, right back to Toad. Very easy clear for Toad to keep the pressure on blue side. All right, so let's go back to player view. Go to the next one. So same thing here. This one's not as bad because there's a little bit more pressure around. Let's back it up a little bit. So here we go. Ball's coming off the corner. Both his guys are out of the play, basically. He might think he has to make a save from JTT. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so here, DS is leaving. No one else is going for the ball. JTT's far. It's a little bit of a hard play because DS is in the way. So this play makes it a little bit tougher, but he could have easily just wrapped this along the ball, made it a little bit of a better clear. Because then at least DS Gunny and his other teammate could have circled back, got a boost, or even just been in net, waiting for their next hit from Thatcher, which probably wouldn't have been great if it's up along the wall. Oh, I forgot my mic's all the way up here. Hopefully you guys are hearing me just fine. I'll check in post. Okay. So, instead, he just hits it right at them, basically. Look, it was actually not as bad as it could have been. He actually hit it pretty well. He tried to, like, read the gap and get it between him. So Thatcher didn't get as good of a hit as he could, but there was better clear options here as well. Again, this one's a little bit not that bad because DS Gunny was in his way, so I'm not going to hold him to that one too much. But so far, it's just been a lot of panicky hits. Like, oh, here's the ball. Let's just hit it and let's get it out. Let's move on up. Here's the next play. All right. So here he backs up. No one in the area. So far, he... I'm already screwed up. So let's see it again. Ball's coming up. No one in his area. He grabs boost, or attempts to. I assume he actually grabbed it. Alright, as soon as this ball is touched, no one is coming at him at all. He might have a teammate who wants to hit the ball as well. He should have just driven back, circled around, and got ready for a shot, because he's got plenty of time. Instead, he backs up. Right here is already like a red flag, especially at like silver level. It's like, most people can't do anything while they're backing up. So, it's already a tough play here. Then he meets the ball on the wall. Again, not a good idea. Because you're not actually going for the ball, you're waiting for the bounce. So you should be out in the field ready for this next hit. Instead, he's on the wall like, with the ball, and he's got to hope he reads this correctly. So there, he doesn't read it correctly. He jumps poorly because he's on the wall. We'll see it again. Because he's on the curve right when he jumps, I believe. So, yeah, he jumps here. So you're not going to go anywhere because you're on the curve. So he just kind of jumped down into the ground. And here just makes us poor play because at that point he's screwed. So he tries to side flip to make the hit. Thinking he'll be in the air, but because he was on the curve, he couldn't hit it. What he could have done is just waited for that ball to bounce. And if he would have circled around, we can go into fly view here. Like if he would have circled here, he would have been right where... Like, right kind of where his teammate is. Maybe, like, a little bit closer. And he could have just waited for that bounce right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, the bounce already happened. Just barely. And just, like, driven into the corner. And a nice clear. Instead, he whiffs, which makes his teammate whiff. Which makes sense, because he thinks his teammate's going to have it. Then a bad save by Gunny. Just lobs up to him. You should always put these in the corner when that happens. We'll show that again, because this whole play was bad. By all three, not really by, like, Stuff, but the Stuff assumed that he's going to hit that ball. He could have jumped, obviously, but right here, like, DS Gunny needs to throw that into his own corner. It's fine if JTT's there, but, like, or just out that way. Plenty of wide open space. He just overdrives the ball and just pops it right to the middle, and they get a free goal. All right, let's go back to player view. Let's go to the next one, that's all. All right, here we go, Civic. Ball's coming down. Thatcher missed. Like, whiffed. Here... So this play's not too bad. This play is really... He wants to put the ball off the wall and high, I assume. And he kind of just misjudges. This one's tough because he jumps here when Thatcher's already going up, so he's got to go too. This one, you just got to aim better and try and hit those curves so it pops up in the air. That one's tough. I'm not going to hold it against him too much there. Go to the next play. All right, here. Plenty of time. Thatcher's on his side of the field. Toad's on his side of the field. DS Gunny's going behind him for boost or going to net. Plenty of time again. So what do you think you should do here? Wait for the bounce and get the clear. Just shoot it out. Here's what he does. He does... Okay, he waits for the bounce actually here. Alright, so this one is actually good, I think. I think this was one of the few good ones. Wasn't the greatest play here. At first. But so he had a teammate for backup. But he did wait. And that's what I wanted to see. Here, he could have cleared that really well right there, but he misjudged. That's fine. So he waits, though, because he saw that Thatcher was pretty far away, and Thatcher was just waiting for his hit. Like, if he would hit that while the ball's in the air, it goes right to Thatcher, he shoots it on net, it could be trouble. Here he waits, throws it off the wall. Not the best hit, but he had a teammate to help. Much better attempt here compared to the other ones where he just rushed and would hit the ball. And then Blue would have had a scoring opportunity. Instead, his team helped him out here, and they got the clear, or somewhat clear, like not fully, but it was a better play in general. All right, let's go to the next play. I don't care about the goal. Doesn't matter to me. All right, here we go. 5:35. Where's the ball? Okay. Here he is. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Let's back it up. He's got all the time in the world. He could be like eating a sandwich. He could have made a sandwich and ate it with all this time he has. Plenty of time to shoot this ball. What he does, he just attacks it. He just goes full speed and attacks it. It's in between bounces. This is an awful shot. Here, like, you got to wait for the ball to bounce and then take the shot for a top corner, or even just throw it off the backboard. If you throw it off the backboard, your team can at least try and set up for the pass. Like, maybe DS Gunny can come around after grabbing boost. But, like, if you just wait for that bounce and you have a good enough shot, then you could probably go top corner and shoot it in to at least make 2 or 3 of them fly for this ball. Instead, he just throws it down. Very easy clear by JTT. And now they're on the defensive with him having to make a good save because of his really poor shot. Luckily, they get away with it here, but like, you got to be more patient when you have that much time. Like, you got to read the situation, see how much time you have, and take the quality shot, like, when you have it. Don't just rush at the ball and hit it whenever you can. Never a good idea. All right, move on to the next one. Here, he kind of waits. Like, this was actually good. Like, this play I like. So, he's coming back. He sees the ball's going to him. He hits this lightly, so he has a second opportunity at it. Wasn't the greatest hit, but it worked out that he at least had a chance for a dunk. And then he got the dunk and got the clear because of it. That's what you want to do when you have a little bit of time, but not much. Like, tap it forward, but make sure that you can at least make a 50-50 attempt on the next hit versus the other team. So that was a pretty solid play, all in all, by Civic there. And the last one I have highlighted here, let's see what this is. Okay, here again, he had plenty of time. No one's around him. So he's in net. Ball's coming. Like, Thatcher just left. Toad just hit that off the wall. He's already flipping in the air. So he's not hitting this. He could have waited until that landed and cleared that out into their back corner. Instead, he just attacks it, hits it right away to clear it. It was an okay clear because he got the curve on the wall, which is what you want to aim for on those type of clears. But he could have waited and got a much better clear. Again, he kind of just panicked and just went for the hit right away. So that seemed to happen a lot with him throughout this game. It was just a lot of fast hits where he's just like, I have to drive the ball because I'm supposed to hit it. But you have plenty of time. Like, you have an extra 2 seconds probably to think and assess the situation, hit the ball how you should. Now, we'll talk about their team a little bit here. We'll just go through the game, and I'm just going to go from the fly view. I'm not trying to go back to the start, so I'm going to go the long way. So their team. So I actually wrote down how many times I saw that they had passes, which meant, like, one of them hit the ball, no one else hit the ball, then another teammate hit the ball. So let me go into fly view, and we'll start the game. We're going to go a little bit faster speed because, you know, we don't got all day here. So we're going to go 200 speed. And then I'll just watch this game. So this is like a silver game for sure. It's just pinball. It's just pinball back and forth. It's a blue hits it once, red hits it once, blue hits it once, red hits it once, blue hits it once, red hits it once. That's all this whole game is. So I counted throughout this whole game. They had 8 passes total. And this game lasted 8 minutes and 39 seconds, as you can see. 8 times they had a teammate hit the ball, followed by another teammate hitting the ball. And that's it. Now, their attempted passes, which I would call, like, where they actually tried to pass, 3 times in 8 minutes and 39 seconds. They never tried to pass at all. They were just hitting the ball to the other end and hoping for the best. They never, like, drove it into their corner to attempt to pass at all. Never happened. Yeah, like, so if you want to play as a team, like, you got to attempt to pass the ball to each other at some point. But they 8 passes total. That's it. That's a very bad play. And blue side, like, from what I was seeing, like, I was mostly focused on red side, didn't have many more passes. They had a couple more attempts, I think, of passes. But for the most part, no one's passing the ball. They're just hitting the ball into the other end and hoping, like, magic happens. Passes are where you win the game. And that doesn't mean passes for shots, necessarily, like centers. It could just mean hitting the ball to an open area where one of your teammates are, so he can, like, deflect or do whatever. Or just hitting it towards your teammates. So here's a play coming up at 250, actually, where I wanted to highlight. This is one situation where this happened. This was, like, the main one that I saw that was, like, very easy. Yeah, let's skip ahead. Okay. Skip ahead one more time. Okay, 250. Here we go. So blue side shoots. Good save by Civic. All right, here we go. Civic tries to attempt there. He misses. But Civic's now up in front of the field. DS Gunny has plenty of time because JGT is kind of fallen. Where he could have passed it down the wall to Civic. Yeah, Thatcher's there too. But you probably have a good attempt at Civic making a tip here. Instead, he just throws it all the way back. But it does get a dribble here a bit, which is better than most. But for the most part, it just goes right to Toad. Toad clears it out. If he would have passed it to Civic, maybe they make a play where Civic brings it up the wall while DS Gunny's coming in and they make a center in. And that's pretty much the whole game, is them just hitting the ball back and forth, back and forth. All this game is. Back and forth, back and forth. Here, let's see. Let's see how many times we can count, like, either side hitting the ball once and then his teammate hitting it. So that was almost a pass. Almost. Like, DS kind of screwed it up. A blue side hit the ball twice there in a row to help each other out. Here again, kind of. Not really. But it's mostly just back and forth. Like, blue hits it up forward. Red's going to hit it. Oh, well, like, red missed it, but red normally hits it forward. Blue hits it forward. Red hits it back. Blue hits it forward. Red hits it back. And that's all this game is. It's just blue hits it forward, or red hits it forward now. Now blue hits it back. And that's it. There's no passing whatsoever. Like, Toad actually made a pass there kind of to Thatcher where he centered it for his teammates to clear. Not sure if it was on purpose, but that's all this game is. It's just back and forth, back and forth. Like, you've got to use your teammates more when you can. When one of them is up, just throw the ball towards them. Don't throw it towards the net because they have a goalie. Just throw it towards your teammates, and maybe they can make some deflections or at least confuse the other team. And that's a big thing to get out of this whole thing, is just don't panic. Like, when the ball's coming to you, like, take your time with it. Like, you have plenty of time. Like, that was actually a pass by Stuff. That was actually good. Nice play there. But just take your time with the ball, and don't worry. And don't worry about, like, the other team if they're not even near you. Like, just take your time. You have plenty of time in this game. You have way more time than you think. And just take that time to clear the ball properly, like, or take a quality shot. And then, like, the other thing is just pass to your teammates. Like, use your teammates. They're there for a reason. Like, you don't have to just bring the ball up yourself. It's like, or even just bring the ball, like, along the corners and have the walls do it for you and just center it that way. Like, red team never really did that. Take it all this game, they didn't have any centers from the corners at all. Which is, like, the easiest way to pass in this game, and they didn't use them at all. Like, they would just dribble the ball back into the open field instead of leaving it on the wall while they're trying for the clear, which makes it harder for blue to clear it back. But didn't really happen this game. They did get the win. But, yeah, so I hope you guys like this. This is the first analysis series game that I did. They had a few that I got that said their level, said what type of game it was, and gave me a few more details and their player name. A lot of you guys sent in replays without what tier it was, like what level of skill it was. So so I didn't use any of those. But if you want to send a replay, feel free to throw it to my email at 36gibbs@gmail.com. Make sure it has your player name. Make sure it has what skill level it is, what type of game it is, and if you want to leave any more details, feel free. But yeah, so that's it for the first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. But I'll see you guys next time. Later.